Okay, so welcome to what may be the last episode of Three Artists, One Mic.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because apparently you wanted to say that our friendship is invalid because I cut my hair.
Oh, you scared me for a second there. I thought this is actually something serious.
Well, you apparently think it is.
Well, I mean, yeah, your lack of hair is,
What, do you not like it?
It looks fine. It's just, I miss your hair.
What the fuck? It's just hair.
But it was you.
What, my hair was a defining feature?
Yes!
How?
Like you know, okay, you know how, like, video game characters, right? Or, like, how when you're designing a character, you're supposed to be able to recognize them by their silhouette. If they have an iconic silhouette, that's a great character design.
Okay.
That was your silhouette. Right? Like,
yeah, but I always had it in, like, a bun. I never had it really out that much.
You had it out a lot when you weren't at work.
No.
Yeah, you kind of did.
No, I mean, I would only do that if I actually fucking took care of it and combed it and shit.
So, now not having it, it's just like, oh, now you're different, buddy.
Still the same fucking person.
No, you're not.
How?
I'm gonna have to kill you. No, I was literally talking to P yesterday. It's like, yo, he looks like totally different without the hair, and it's like bothering me, and like my instincts are telling me to kill him.
You. And what he say?
He's just like, kinda, yeah.
What the fuck? Because he was saying like, oh yo, what's up, gangster? Yo, getting fresh, and like all this other shit. So I'm just like, oh, he doesn't like it either.
It's like, kill me too.
Oh well. So how you been, bad?
I'm good. Same old. Yeah. The last attempt at the ice group cosplay kind of fell through again. And yeah, so there's that.
Can you put that knife down?
Just in case.
Bitch. Like I said, I need to get you a fucking fidget spinner for your birthday. So you can stop fucking with shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of fell through. It kind of left me in a state of not wanting to do group cosplays anymore. Because I'm kind of mildly annoyed. It's like, I'm not mildly annoyed at anyone specifically. Just like at the situation where it's always like, okay, yeah, there's like 10 people who are down for it. And then out of nowhere, as the week approaches, they drop one by one until like the last day when like everyone drops. And it's like just me and another person. And then this time the photographer also forgot too. So, like, yeah. But
Oh, dude, you're in the area?
Like, yeah, we came all the way to Queens. What's up? We came to your house. Oh. We're not here. They thought it was next week.
Hashtag lol.
And I specifically sent them the date, whatever. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really mad at anyone. It's just like, I don't like...
I mean, I thought you could have been petty as fucking just send them a screenshot of that moment from the chat.
I didn't want to do that. But,
I would have been paying this motherfucker.
I didn't know. It was free.
Yeah.
His friend of mine is free. Yeah. But, it's like, okay, I came all the way out to Queens, blah, blah, blah. I dragged one of my friends who's also from Jersey all the way out to Queens with me. And it was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. We went there, we stood outside, and it was like, oh, yeah, we're not here because something's going on, blah, blah. We thought it was next week. It's like, yeah, I'm not mad at anybody, but it's like, I don't want to keep wasting my time.
But then you had your own self-made photo shoot with the girl.
Yeah, we took photos with our cell phones, and they weren't terrible, so...
They could have been better. The lighting could have been on point, but it's fine.
You alright, buddy?
No.
Okay. So what about you, Walter? What's going on in your life?
I'm in a fucking emotional rut.
Do you want a hug, buddy?
No.
Oh.
Not from you.
Okay.
You smell.
I literally just took a shower.
Still smell.
Like literally half an hour before I got here.
Yeah, and then you walked here, right?
No, I took a bus here.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Bus is air conditioned. Suck my dick.
No. I'm not trusting
so you're too good for that too?
I always was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. High and Mighty over here.
Not really. I just don't want to be near that.
He doesn't want to
move away.
He doesn't want to be near you either.
Wait, hold on. The levels. Come back.
What?
The audio levels.
Oh, whoops. Was that my bad?
I mean, you're still... Because oh no, I'm getting mad again. Whatever, you're still fine.
Getting better. Like supernatural.
Do you have anything that you specifically want to talk about? Because I didn't really look up anything.
Oh, okay. Thanks for we could have talked about this beforehand. So
Whatever.
yeah.
Nigga, just shoot the shit podcast. I don't give a fuck.
Good job, buddy. I'm very proud of you.
I mean, because like my sister just told me some shit, but it's kind of on the dark side.
Okay, yeah, let's go. We're on the dark side of things. Let's
Okay,
go.
so remember how we were talking about the whole change the
Dark side of
channel
the
awesome
moon.
thing? The channel awesome and how,
Really
you know, that's a
don't
shit
mind
already.
what happens now and then, as long as you'll be my friend at the end. If I go crazy, then because he said dark side, so I was dark side of the moon.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna have a complete 180, but it was that, supposedly news broke out a few days ago that, part of that document, there was, like, someone that was known as the groomer.
Yeah.
It turns out, it was this person who was really loved on the website, especially after his death. And it's Juare.
Who?
He was a dude who used to review, like, a whole bunch of shit, and, like, he was known as one of the, oh, man, he's the super cool, sweet guy from the website. But, there was someone that came out, and they were like, oh, yeah, he was, like, sexually harassing me, and then apparently there was a young girl at a MagFest who was drunk, and he took advantage, and he sexually harassed a bunch of other people.
Gotcha.
And it's, like, it sucks because there's no direct justice for it.
Mm.
Like, the only thing
dead.
is, like, the people who worked for the website who kept quiet about it. Because, like, supposedly they were just like, hey, we can fire this group of people, but when are we going to do it? Like, tomorrow morning? Whatever. They'll probably quit whatever anyway. And then shit just kept happening, and then people were so hush-hush about it. And, like, I think the only thing that, like, people can get, like, I guess, revenge on, like, you know, victims that were victims to that is, like, the people who were kept quiet about it. Because Juwario's dead, so you can't really do much.
Dig him up, piss on his grave.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, but...
Dance with the corpse a little bit. If you're being kind, I do. I've been married a long time ago. Just, you know, set that shit up on...
What the fuck?
Set that shit up on, like, a marionette. I mean, man, like, oh man, I need to get revenge on the nigga. Nigga's dead. Gotta get creative.
I guess?
Defile the body. Shit all over the grave.
You
know, kill his remaining family. I don't know.
Jesus!
Oh, yeah, I don't fuck with sexual harassment.
Neither do I. But, like, you know, he's like a bad egg amongst the bunch or some shit. Whatever the fuck the quote is.
Yeah.
So you have to destroy the rest of the eggs?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because they raised a bad egg.
I mean...
They manufactured a bad egg. They should have killed him. Or, no, well, I mean, raised him better.
Wow.
That got weird there for a second.
They should have found out the signs, and then they should have just straight up murdered their family member.
Yeah.
You know, as you do. Right?
that's they should have seen the signs and pointed them in a better direction in life.
Hey, don't touch women as I'm pointing to, like, some corner of the kitchen. You said point him into another direction.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? I was like, yo, is there an invisible ghost woman standing there? Like, what is going on?
Be.
Get the salt.
I mean, I can't even mention anything fucking literally supernatural around you because you're like, hey, so like, about the show that I like, and it's your
Listen, okay, it's a good ass show. Okay, apparently, like, everyone loves seasons 1 to 7, but it goes down from there. And I'm on season 7 right now, so I'm just like, oh.
And you've been watching it for, like, how long?
Like
you've been
catching up? I don't binge watch really well. I'm not the kind of person who can sit there and just, like, watch TV and no. I got shit to do. But
like what?
Cosplay.
Oh.
Go out to my friends and drink their coffee.
Oh, you want to talk about your friend's amazing coffee?
Oh yeah. My friend, my best boy. Sorry, Walter. My best boy.
Whatever.
You're still top 5. Don't worry.
No one listening.
My best boy. He's working at a coffee place in actually not too far from where we work. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's like a block or so. It's like down the hill from the White Castle.
Yeah.
And it's like the most like yuppie gentrified motherfucking.
There goes yuppie.
Gentrified place in like Jersey City. But yeah, it's a nice little coffee shop, and I'm kind of mad because because like, you know, I've been working at Taco Bell for how long?
Like almost 3 years.
Yeah, I'm getting paid $8.90. He starts on a $12 an hour salary,
Yeah.
and then in the space of like 2-3 months gets up to $16.
Yeah, that got me tight too, because you know it's like, oh man, I'm supposedly
You're a
boss.
manager and you
Yeah.
make 11. Like, damn, son.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually a pretty chill and quiet place. I was telling him that whatchamacallit, that I really only drink coffee to like not die at work. And tell him like the work coffee is trash, and I need to load it up with cream and sugar to actually live. And he's like, ooh, no. If you can't at least say the coffee is decent while it's black, then it's not good coffee. And so he's like, I'm gonna change your life tonight, Patrick.
I mean, do you drink coffee that
Not
often?
really, no.
Yeah, so I don't know if it'd be fair to judge. I mean, then again,
because he asked me what do I want. I'm like, dude, I don't drink coffee. Just surprise me.
Yeah.
He met me with a chai tea latte and some other stuff, like some iced something or another that was really good. But yeah, nice little it's called Mod Cup.
See, now if people actually listen to this shit and then they're just gonna be like, hey, why are you always fucking with something?
Sorry, Walter. God.
Like it. Put that fucking knife down.
I can't be sure.
About what? We've been doing this.
You're hairless.
Fuck does that have to do with anything?
I can't trust you anymore.
So what about when Charlotte cut her hair?
Yeah, she was fine. It looked cute. You.
Oh, so I'm ugly as fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, didn't think about that, bitch.
Fuck you.
I actually, hold on. I know that Charlotte's probably busy, but I wanted to like try to like maybe like FaceTime her so I can get her reaction.
She's busy. Leave her alone.
Yeah. Because Charlotte has to take care of some things, so she's not with us today. But you got the boys who hate each other.
You boys in the what? No, I love you. You're my top 5. But I hate everyone below 1. So
I mean, you want to fucking kill me apparently because of my hair.
I just can't be sure, man. I can't trust you
in my own home,
especially in your own home. This is your home turf, dog. You know all the ins and outs. I don't.
I gotta crawl into the crawl space and go through the walls.
I'm gonna be trying to run away and you end up at the door before me.
Like,
pop out of the wall.
Oh, no! Bitch? Oh my god.
How'd you get here before me? Pat, you're fat. Oh,
it's like I literally slipped underneath you. Like, oh.
I thought there was a tunnel system.
It's like, no.
No, you fucking idiot.
And I'm just like, it's because I'm a ghost, and I explode in a light. You're like,
Get the salt.
And then Dina's like, whoa, bro, we got a case or whatever the fuck they say.
Whatever the fuck they say, I love it.
Because I don't know what they say. They're like, we got a case, and then
not even a little bit.
Dean and Sam, 17. Sam. What did one's a lot of hentai and the other tried to fuck a cartoon character?
No, the one who watches. The one who watches the hentai is also the one who tried to fuck that. Oh, Daphne. It's funny because I'm not sure if you saw it, but I shared it earlier. But some cosplayer made the meme with the dude walk with his girlfriend. And he looks around and sees the girl. Yeah. I shared it today. It was a cosplayer. He cosplayed Dean, and there was a Fred and Daphne cosplayer, and they did the meme with Fred walking away with Daphne and Daphne looking back at Dean.
Oh shit, that's so cool.
Let me see if I can actually find the picture. Hold up.
Oh shit, lit.
Oh shit, lit. Piss Patrick.
Oh my god.
What's up?
I was trying to remember like something for last night that I wanted to talk about, but I can't fucking remember. I'm so sleep deprived. And...
God damn it, Walter!
Don't yell at
You're
me.
basically Hitler.
You think that even more because I decided to
cut your yeah.
And give it to people who need it, like people with cancer. So apparently that's a bad thing.
No, you cutting your hair was a bad thing. What you did with it, like that's on you.
But it correlates.
It correlates, but it's not the same thing.
It essentially is, though. Why did I cut my hair to give it to people who need it?
Get out of my house.
Oh, me. Yeah, but I love P's response whenever he's like, no, you didn't just donate it. It's not your hair anymore. It's going to some random bitch named Shaquisha in Newark.
Done. Yo.
And then, like, I was like, wait, but, like, I'm always in Newark because of school. So what if I see her when I'm like, oh, that's my hair.
You see it, like, drawn to, like, it gets, like, drawn towards you. It's like,
it fucking jumps off her head like it's a lost puppet. It's like, oh. It's just in my arms. I'm cuddling it. I'm like, this is weird.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm suddenly reminded of the episode of Monk.
Monk.
You know what Monk? It was basically like it was one of those like really cliche cop procedural shows where it's like the straightforward cop and the
cop show.
The straightforward cop and the wacky consultant. Except this time the wacky consultant has OCD. And it's his mental disability that helps him solve cases. Okay. And at one point in one episode, he has a whole thing where his wife died and whatnot. In one episode, and his wife was an organ donor. And in one episode, he sees someone and he gets obsessed with this person. He can't figure out why he's obsessed, and he realizes the person has his wife's eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And he's like, oh.
Moral dilemmas.
Kills her and takes the ass. No,
oh my God.
No, that's not what happened. But yeah, I was just reminded of that with the whole, you might go to New York and see your hair.
I mean, like, for me, I was just imagining, like I said, like, the hair just falls off, and I'm like, wait, when did my hair gain sentience? Oh my God. What's it called? I'm a Martian. I'm a Martian! Oh, I was freaking out my friends because, like, you know, with the whole anime moans thing that I do. I mean, we were talking about this last night, too, how I was telling you that I want to do the hentai voice acting shit, if there is something like that, because I will win the grand prize.
Oh, yeah.
No, and the funniest
it turns out you lose your voice acting powers with your hair. It's like Samson.
And it's like, I just walk up the stage all serious. I wanted to be in my deepest voice possible, and just like, hello, my name is Pink Garbage, and I'm applying for this contest thing. And I was doing this like super out loud on campus, and the Pat showed me the picture. Send it to me so I can actually put it up.
Okay, we'd have to credit everyone in the picture though.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Put it on like their sides, you know, a little bit extra editing work, but you know, people deserve their credit and shit.
Yes.
No, because like last week I was like, give me the picture, whatever, for your friends.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't realize that's why you wanted the picture.
Yeah, and then I couldn't find it. I was like,
because I forgot what we were talking about. What?
Yeah. I was like, the episode has to go up. There's no picture. And so I was just like, alright, fuck it. I guess I'm not putting up the picture. And that was it. And, what's it called? So I was doing this out loud, and I was saying, like, I will win the grand prize in either role. I can either do the young Japanese schoolgirl or, like, the weird Russian Dracula. And then they were like, wait, what are you talking about? So I went, Blair, it is Dracula, but also kind of Russians and has to, suck and fuck. Mind you, I'm also saying this loud as shit, and there's just one lady that's just, like, looking at me.
Bruh.
And like my friend's like, yo, shut the fuck up. There's one lady staring at you like weird as fuck. I don't give a fuck. Blam, Dracula. Blam, Dracula.
I'll suck that bitch's blood too.
I suck anybody. You're black, white, blue, green, yellow. I do not care. I have to just suck and fuck. Blah. Habibi. Then he just goes straight Egyptian.
Speaking of which, I'm thinking about bringing some fried chicken before work.
Oh, because the people next door?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I keep wanting to, the dude who's, like, cool with us and gave us free shit that one time.
That one time, Nick gives free shit, like...
Well, for me, it was,
okay,
like,
one time, but I've gotten free shit from him, like, 3-4 times now.
Yeah. And, like, I wanted to, go out to him and, like, show him, because, like, you know, he doesn't know my name or anything. Anytime he's like, hey, the Duckleman!
Yeah.
Hey. Like, I wanted to just go out to him, like, hey! And he's like, what are you? But, like, every time I check the store, I haven't seen him. So maybe he'll be there tonight, and I'm just like, hey, look at me, I'm different.
In the air tonight. I know.
Is there a thing? Hold on. Current events. Conor McGregor threw a fucking dolly at people and injured so many people.
That's current. That was like a week ago, Doug.
It's exactly current.
It's about a week ago. Not in this world. We got the internet now. If it didn't happen 2 hours ago, it's not current. Shut the fuck up.
I'll kill you, bitch. Other than that, I mean, hey, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm just naming random shit.
I'm sorry. I love this. It's basically like, I love this. I keep coming across it. This reaction pic, where it's basically. I'm not sure you haven't watched Black Panther, right? Basically, in the movie, the Black Panther's bodyguards are called the Dora Milaje. They're like this all female Secret Service type thing, and they're really badass fighters and shit. Yeah. And so, like, as a reaction pic, whatever, like, you know, it's like people just have this one black guy yelling Dora Milaje.
Oh my god.
So people post it whenever they see fuck shit going on. Dora Milaje.
Wait, so are they supposed to like come instantly and like fuck shit up?
Yeah.
Nice. Always lit. Yeah, every time we do an episode and I just wake up, it's always just like I'm drowsy and shit. Like,
you really are though.
Yeah, I have no energy, but we still have a show to
do. Yo, did they not? They didn't.
What? Wait, what happened?
You're not dead ass.
What happened?
This person spoiled God of War.
He spoiled God of War?
Yeah, this person just went on and spoiled the new God of War game.
Is it even out?
It comes out in 2 days, my nigga.
Oh, so he probably has like a reviewer's copy or whatever.
Yo.
He's like, I mean, they probably paid him to talk about it, and he's like, hey, talk about the game, but don't spoil it.
No,
dude, I love the part where they do the thing
no.
With
This
the
dude
dragon.
literally went onto whatchamacallit, this group that I'm in. No, this group that I'm in, and he just posted a major story twist.
That's garbage.
Yeah,
fuck that person.
But no, it also gets annoying because basically, like, you know, sometimes I want to watch scenes from a TV show. Like, okay, so I'll be like, okay, let's watch this. Oh, Lucifer season 1 best moment, or because like there's one moment that a lot of people think is the best moment, and then when I want to watch it, I go straight.
But
for
you're
that.
like, but is my best moment in there?
Or Lucifer season 1 piano scene, blah blah blah. This scene, and then for some reason, and basically that gets me recommended. Also because other shit that they post, or that other channels post, where it's like clips from TV shows. Yeah. And the thing is, they put the event that's going on in the clip right in the title, and so I keep getting recommended shit that keeps spoiling shit for me.
Oh, from Lucifer.
No, not just from Lucifer, but like because I guess the person also uploads supernatural videos.
Oh.
So it's like they uploaded the scene where this person dies.
Oh. Okay.
Bitch.
I've had that
but for that I can't really get mad because I'm like, okay, Supernatural's been out for like how long, and they're on season 14 right now. I'm on season 7.
Yeah.
So I can't really get mad, but it's like, okay, last night's episode of The Flash, there's something major went down.
Okay.
I get home. I go to look at
His
YouTube.
mom dies again.
I go home, open up YouTube to watch some video. This person on the Flash, the scene where this person on the Flash, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, dead ass?
Wait, because you didn't watch the episode yet?
No, and mind you, the episode just came out last night. And they already had a clip from it and posted, like, the scene where this shit happens. Bruh.
I mean, that's also the thing, because like, if you're a YouTuber and, like, you know, your channel is focused on whatever stuff, especially if it's, like, entertainment and shit, you want to have something up by, like, the next day or within at least the next 24 hours.
Still, though, like, y'all could be subtle in the fucking title, yo. Like, I'm sorry, I come home, like, I work at, like, the episode comes out at 8, I come home at 4 in the morning, and
That's super quick.
Yeah. It's, like, ridiculous, yo, like, this shit's ridiculous. It's like, oh, thanks, I didn't get to watch the episode, it's been out for a few hours now.
Yeah.
Like, thanks,
like,
guys.
I didn't even get to watch it on, like, the LA channel and shit. I just know to say that with LA. But that's happened to me too with like anime and shit, where it's like I'll start catching up on like a show that like I heard is good, and then like let's say I hear a song that I like, and then I'll type in the name of the anime, and it's like scene where someone dies or scene where something grotesque happens, and I'm just like
y'all really had to do that? Like,
yeah. I mean, it's understandable because, like, let's say, like, you're hyped from watching the show and you're like, I want to see that again, or I want to analyze the scene, because I do videos
but still, like, y'all could be more, I'm just saying, be more subtle in the title.
What is it? Okay, is it Flash Season 2, the scene where the thing happens?
I don't know, but like, still don't straight up say, "Yo, scene where this character dies." Blah 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 blah. Like, yo, really? I want to smack the shit out of you. Like,
I mean, what if it were like the scene where the Flash is on the verge of death, but he technically dies? Let's say.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Shit's annoying. That's all I know is that.
Unless like, they put like spoilers,
so,
scene where. That,
oh yeah, put like put spoiler in the fucking
in the title.
Yeah, in the title, so I know not to keep not to.
And also, if like title. if the title is so long, it'll be obscured by like an ellipses. Yeah. It'll be spoiler alert in all cants. The scene where Flash has.
Thank you. Yeah, do something like that, so I don't have to like see it as soon as I scroll across the goddamn thumbnail. I have to click not interested in this video, and then when they ask why, put like I don't want recommendations based on this thing I watched. Like this one clip of Lucifer
if you do that, they have to ask you why.
No, they don't. They don't have to. There's an option that says "Tell us why."
Oh, okay.
And so I put I'm not interested in.
You spoiled the show for you, asshole.
So they have a few options. I usually put either I'm not interested in recommendations based off of this one thing I watched, or I'm not interested in recommendations from this channel. So
because he spoiled you for me.
Yeah, and it pisses me off. I'm like, yo, like Supernatural. I was like, yo, I thought this character was dead. And then it's like, oh...
You see when they come back?
No, season blah, 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 season whatever, where this character... I was like, oh, this character's still doing things? I thought he was dead. Thanks.
Plot twist!
Thanks, title
he's
thing.
A god or something, or an angel.
You're not wrong.
Because like there's always like I mean at least like with Supernatural from what I know is like Dean and I almost said Sean, Dean and Sam die in like every fucking episode.
Not every episode, but they've died. I'll talk to you. I'll talk about that later.
They die in every episode.
They don't die in every episode.
They'll say hi to each other, say yo good morning bro, and then like Satan comes up and like kills Sam. He's like I'm going to take you to hell because you're funny.
Because you're funny. I'm done.
He's like oh no, what happened?
It's funny because Satan is fucking around with Sam right now, where I am at, but
haha, because he's funny.
Shut up. But yeah, spoiler. Yeah, the spoiler alert for anyone who's not caught up in Supernatural. The character is an archangel who disguised himself as a god. But
I think I know who you're talking about. His name was C.
No, not Castiel.
Oh, okay. Then I don't
know. Archangel. No, like I said, spoiler alert. But Archangel Gabriel. Who they didn't know was an archangel. They just thought he was a regular trickster god. And then it's like, no, actually I'm an archangel, haha. And then when they meet a bunch of other gods, the other gods think that this dude's Loki. We have to fight!
Because you were describing to me a whole bunch of shit, like, based on that show, and I'm just like, this... Every time you bring this shit up, it sounds like it's like a cartoon. Like, it doesn't sound like this is a live action with a kind of budget.
Yo, honestly, though, like, their budget holds them back on so much shit.
Yeah, because you said, like, their transformations are, like, not...
No, because, like, the monsters... Because, like, they'll promise you something, like, this episode's gonna have this kind of monster. It's always just like, oh, it's a human with... powers. Like, okay, werewolves don't actually, they're not people who turn into giant wolves or some shit. It's just like, they grow claws and huge teeth and lose control and look a bit wild in the eyes.
Most interpretations, except they actually turn into beasts.
Yeah,
not just grow
claws and teeth.
Yeah,
and then there's an episode where they have to hunt down a phoenix, and it turns out the phoenix is just no. Phoenixes are supposed to be fiery birds that come back to life when they're killed.
Yeah.
It's a dude with fire powers who comes back to life when he's killed. It's a dude.
What?
It's a person. What? Yeah. Dead ass.
Phoenix is a bird.
It's like what? What are you doing?
Like, and then it's my the Greek sona or whatever.
And then there's an episode with dragons, and it was like, but no, they look like people, and
they're scaly.
They shoot fire from their hands and sometimes have wings,
but they're scaly.
And it's funny because, like, apparently in a deleted scene, there's actually an explanation for it where one of the brothers is like, aren't you supposed to be, bigger and scarier? And the dragon's like, yeah, if you're a medieval general whose entire army gets his ass kicked by one man, are you going to go back and tell your king that it was one regular-looking Joe Schmo, or that it was a 12-foot lizard with wings and fiery breath and claws?
I mean, that is true. It's just... I don't know what kind of analogy to make. I was going to say, it's like... when there's a bully, but like the wimpy kid beats him up, and it's like, are you gonna say that you got your ass kicked by like a bigger dude than you, or is it just like the kid that you were bullying fought back?
And then sometimes they get the mythology wrong too, where it's like, okay, they had an episode with a kitsune, and a nine-tailed fox.
Yeah, the Japanese fox.
Yeah, and sometimes they turn it like okay. I feel like if they'd known what they were doing, it could have worked within their budget because they do turn into humans in the myths, and
they shapeshift.
Yeah, they shapeshift into humans, and they to seduce you and eat you. I'm like, okay, that could work, but no, they're just regular humans with claws and sometimes fox-like eyes. Like y'all couldn't at least like show nine tails at some point, like maybe like one scene. And for some reason,
they don't necessarily need to have 9 tails, though. They can have like 1, 2, 3.
You couldn't show me a tail or a fox at all.
Yeah.
In this episode, like, come on.
It couldn't have been Swiper in the background. He's
like, no, all it was like a regular, regular people with, like claws and fox eyes, and yeah, and they eat brains for some reason. I'm like, what?
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of like mythologies and shit, you promised the people the segment.
Wait, which Greek myth did I promise?
Poseidon.
Poseidon, and Medusa. So yeah, okay.
Pat's fucked up Greek Go.
Okay. So yeah, I like to usually think of Athena as like being one of the more reasonable gods in Greek mythology. She's not as petty and bitchy as the other gods.
Or rapey.
She's actually a virgin goddess, so she couldn't be. But yeah, no, she's done some fuck shit occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, the whole shit with Medusa. Medusa was one of her priestesses in her temple, and at one point, Poseidon was going by, and he was like, I want some of that Medusa ass. The Medusa ass.
I was gonna try to, I want that Medusa ass or some shit.
And it might have also had something to do with the fact that Poseidon and Athena are rivals.
Yeah.
Due to some, I'll talk about it later. But yeah, they do have a rivalry, and so Poseidon goes up and basically rapes Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
And when Athena finds out, like, oh, you got raped in my temple? And so...
What an asshole.
Yeah, what a bitch. You got raped. You had the nerve to get raped in my temple?
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, Athena, like I said, Athena's usually one of the more chill ones, but this time she was like, nah, son. And so, yeah, she turns her into the monster we know, Medusa.
Yeah. With
the scaly, the scales and the stone-turning people, the petrification stare face, and then
wow,
and
you look at her and you're not anymore.
and whatchamacallit, the snake hair and everything. It's like, yeah, and like I've read one interpretation that says like, oh, Medusa did it to protect. I mean, Athena did it to protect Medusa from ever getting assaulted again. But I'm like, you could just give her cool superpowers. And
yeah,
shit.
I mean,
not turn her.
Did give her cool superpowers.
She turned her into a fucking monster, my guy.
Yeah, I know.
Like with scales and shit. Like my dude, like okay.
Yeah, but no, but nigga, like,
okay.
he could be like, damn, I want some of that snake.
Listen,
she goes,
listen,
nah, bitch.
Listen, like yo, if I'm trying to like, oh, okay, I want you to protect yourself. So here's how I have some superpowers. I'm not gonna turn you into a scaly monster, dude. Like
I know.
I'm gonna give you like lightning powers or like
it's just like if you go to a
hands.
victim and like they're crying and like you could give them, let's say, a knife, for example, to protect themselves, but in this case, like you just shove the knife in her neck.
Like, oh, yeah, let me carve up your face so you're ugly now, so no one will ever try this again. Like what? Like what is this? Stop!
I had to protect you.
Well, like stop. So, and then then Perseus comes along and murders Medusa, and Pegasus springs out of her neck, and a dude in golden armor with a sword. Yeah, but yeah, those are Poseidon's kids, and and I guess Medusa couldn't give birth, so when her head got cut off, they just popped out.
So her open wound neck became a vagina.
I guess.
No. No.
Popped out fully grown, mind you. One of them a winged horse, the other one a man in golden armor. He popped out in golden armor. I have so many questions.
Like, she would have died either way, like, if she could give birth normally. Because how are you going to give birth to a full-grown horse with wings? It goes... and then, like, a dude just pops up. Oh, man, I have armor. Where am I? Oh, there's just like a splat of blood on the floor, and he's just, awkwardly walks out. He's just like, oh, I'm a thing now.
But yeah, Poseidon and Athena had a rivalry before that, where it was like, basically Poseidon was all like they wanted ownership over the city. They wanted to be the city's main like god, patron god. And so they're like, and the city was like, oh, how are we going to decide between Poseidon and Athena? And they're like, okay, we'll give you gifts, and depending on which gift is better, you can choose. So it was like, okay, so Poseidon like strikes his trident on the ground, and
Spoilers.
several thousand-year-old Greek myths. Suck my dick.
Yeah, people don't know about it. You spoiled it for them.
I'm telling them the stories.
You're spoiling it.
Shut up, go away! And yeah, Poseidon strikes his trident on the ground and creates a spring. Hot springs.
Oh, I thought you meant like a legitimate like boing. I was like,
no, hot springs.
That's not intimidating at all.
And he makes a hot springs for the people, and they're like, oh, cool, hot springs. And it's like salt water. This is salt. It's like, I'm god of the sea, bitch. Like, what you want? And then Athena like does her thing and creates the olive tree, and it's like, oh. From the olive tree, you get food like olives, you get wood from the tree, you get shade from the tree, you get olive oil. And so it was a multi-purpose gift, whereas Poseidon gave them something totally fucking useless. and so now they're calling themselves Athens. The Greek city of Athens. And then
the giving tree.
Yeah, and then Poseidon hated Athena ever since. So because Poseidon gave them a fucking useless gift. But
wow. It's like when you're at a Christmas party and your friend gives you, of course, a gag gift, and you're just like, I have to kill you now.
It's like, thanks, buddy. I appreciate this.
Like, if you want to take it to like an extreme, it's just like let's say we're at a Christmas party and then I give you a dildo as a joke, and like let's say
I wouldn't take a dildo.
No.
Let's pretend this is some alternate universe where I wouldn't accept a dildo.
No. I'm saying like let's say we're at a family event and for some reason I'm there and I give you a dildo, and let's say your family doesn't know that you would take that, and they're like, are you gay, bro?
With that Disney Channel flow.
Shut up. And then you're like, so you're getting like an anxiety, a panic attack from like your family, maybe finding out that you you experiment sexually, and you're like, and then the room goes quiet, and then it's just time slows down, and you look.
It's for a cosplay.
No, you look up.
Cosplaying the nigga from Saints Row.
Oh God, you look up menacingly at me, and I'm just like. Hey, Patty, am I usually the gift? And then you just, for some reason, your voice just goes low and like, time will show itself.
This melodramatic bullshit.
What? It's 11:17. What are you talking about? You will get what's coming to you. And it's like,
my bus?
My gift? And then you're just like... Well, we can say that, but I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
metaphorically, with a joke.
Like, oh man, you killing me, Pat.
No, I'm gonna stab you literally with this knife.
Legitimately murder you. Oh, 911. There's a black man in front of me.
Oh, you're Starbucks now.
What?
I said, oh, you're Starbucks.
Oh my God, I forgot that was a thing. What's it, that reminds me too. Yesterday I was on the train with my classmates or whatever, and
I thought you were gonna say like the dude from Starbucks or
yeah, I was with one of the dudes,
or the
and then we were
barista.
fighting everyone on the bus. I mean, on the train. No, and like supposedly there's like many more Starbucks that are shutting down.
Well, they're not shutting down. They're shutting down for an evening.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're shutting down for an evening to like have a re-education with their employees.
Like, well, I never really like went into it. So what happened?
Basically, dudes are sitting down in the store, and basically Starbucks, they have a policy where you can just go in there and sit down. You can? Yeah, you can. Okay. You can chill in there if you want. Oh, okay. Because like I did that, and then like no one said anything. Mm-hmm. There's some controversy over whether or not they were trying to use the bathroom or not, because like there's a thing about them not being able to use the bathroom if they haven't purchased anything. Yeah, but anyway, basically. I don't know exactly what happened. Chick ended up calling the police over some non-issue bullshit. Oh. And it was like, why was that necessary? Uh-huh. And basically they walked out, but everyone in the store was like, like you can see in the video, everyone in the store's like, yo, they didn't do anything. What the fuck?
Yeah, because I saw a thumbnail and there were like people on the counter like trying to punch people and shit. Like,
what are you talking about?
I think there was
what thumbnail did you see, my nigga? What? No,
I don't know.
It was not a violent. I'm telling you,
violent.
There was no violence.
There was something
in
that
the
I came
situation.
across on Facebook that was supposed to be fucking violent.
There was no violence. There was no violence in the situation at all. They went quietly with the police and everything. Like
violence.
Just look up the word violence.
Starbucks and violent. I'm searching on Facebook. Hey, look, it's a poem about OCD I really like and got me into poetry back in high school. Remember, we used to do that a lot. Then we stopped.
You still haven't read my poem.
Do you want me to read it right now?
Not now.
Why not?
I'll put it out there yet.
People behaving badly. Violent Colma Starbucks robbery. 3 protesters arrested after violent incident at Starbucks. Then crazy old man getting violent at Starbucks. I don't remember. I remember something about Starbucks.
Yeah,
it looked like there were people fighting.
There was no violence in this situation at all. Like everything went fairly quietly. I mean, there's people like yelling like, "Yo, they didn't do anything. There's no reason to arrest this nigga." But yeah.
Okay, so basically they were just there, and they're not sure if they want to use the bathroom or not, and then they're just
basically, we're not sure. I'm not sure about the whole bathroom situation. Basically, the police were called for like basically the dudes are just chilling in there, and the police were called. And
is it wrong if I just type in Starbucks black guy incident or something like that?
Swear to God,
because like they were black, that was the main issue, right? Yeah. Now it isn't like black guy.
And there's like a whole issue about like blackness in white spaces. Basically, we're okay.
Don't go to Hoboken.
Like, but no, I'm sorry. You, as a minority, have you ever been in like a mostly posh or white looking place and like felt weird?
Hoboken. I mean, I never really felt weird. It's just like, oh man, there's hella fucking white people everywhere.
But it's more like like you're being you're being looked at a certain way, like you don't fit in. Like you don't fit into the environment.
I never tried
like,
to care much about that.
But like like niggas like where it's like okay, because like there's been like a lot of I've heard a lot of shit from other black people. It's like I'm forgetting names of places, but Club Banana or some shit or Club something or
Banana Republic. No.
It's some eatery, some like very
King Banana.
I forget. Whole Foods.
Oh,
and it's like and it's very like very white. "Quote unquote" white place, and it's like like you go in there, and it's like a lot of people like it's at least mildly uncomfortable.
I mean, I can kind of understand with it for like a black person's perspective because there's the whole institutionalized racism and all that. I mean, there kind of is some within the Hispanic community, but I guess like for me and like other people who I've known who are Hispanic, we don't tend to give a shit or like towards it. We're just minding our business, unless like let's say for example like what happened to my mom and sister at one point, like when we were in Brooklyn, they were waiting for like the bathroom or some shit. I wasn't there, but they were telling me that like they're waiting for the bathroom, so my mom and sister are talking in Spanish because that's my mom understands more in Spanish.
Yeah.
So there's like an old lady, I think, either behind them or in front of them, also waiting for the restroom. And so they're talking in Spanish and goes,
"This is America. We speak English in America."
I'll smack the shit out of you.
And my mom goes, "Yo, so we double American because I'm from South America." Fuck you mean, bitch?
Like, not really. I'll smack the shit out of you. What are you talking about? What?
Because like the most that's ever happened was like a few years back was like over a fucking parking space right out here. There was like a white woman waiting, and then like they're covering like where we're supposed to park. So we're like, "Yo, can y'all move or whatever?" And I forget what really happened. All I remember is that like the fucking white bitch across the street started yelling. She was like, "You fucking spicks!" And I was like, "Whoa,
damn son,
over a fucking car space,
son.
bro."
Damn, son.
And I remember, like, that got me on some shit back in the day, because I remember writing on Facebook, I'm like, "Yo, I'm waiting for the day some random white person just comes in and goes, 'Oh, this America.'" Like, "Yo, I fuck you then, bro. There's some multiple languages. Not my fault you only know 3 words. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Suck my dick, bitch."
But that was funny. I was actually reading a post today about, like, have you ever heard someone else talking shit about you in another language?
Yes.
And didn't realize, and they didn't know that you... Because I was talking about, like, a black girl, and the main thing was, like, a black girl walked into a Chinese restaurant, and apparently one of the people in the back said, "Oh, an ape just walked in."
Oh, Oh no!
Yeah, and then she replied right back in English, "Oh, this ape doesn't want any of your business," and walked out. And then to like their shocked faces.
Yeah, I mean, I've had that a little bit where like I've suspected people were talking about me, but I didn't want. I wasn't so much like a confrontational
I'm very monolingual. I don't know any of that. Like the other night when we were getting that one time we got in your mom's car, she said something about it being Frio, and it was like, yeah, it's pretty cold outside, and I was like, wait, and I was like, wait, oh, did I? Oh, and I was like, oh. My,
I understand another language.
I'm bilingual now.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with the people I was hanging out with yesterday on the train ride back. Like we were talking about like other shit where like this girl, she's like Hispanic, like Spanish is her first language, and so like she has like a super thick accent when it comes to English. And then I think she kind of knows a bit of Portuguese, so she was saying a bunch of shit, and I was just like, you know what? Boku wakaranai de. Boku wa Walter des. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. My name is Walt. I am Walter. Ore wa ningen desu. I am human. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, it's Japanese, bitch. And she's like, oh, that's very cool. And you know, it's just like for me, like it's fun learning other languages. That's why like you've noticed that like aside from me hanging out with people who speak Punjabi or Hindi or Gujarati or whatever, like you pick up certain words, like either like my friend will translate or I'm out of my own curiosity I'll just translate or ask. Like whenever my friend shows me something like one of the songs, I'll be like, ooh, I'll show this to Gash. That's why like I don't know if you heard, like I was blasting some like Punjabi music and I was like, hey look Gash, here's some music, and he goes, no, that's stop. Fucking human trafficking ass bitch.
Okay, it was good human trafficking, not bad human trafficking.
But he still got arrested.
The people who he was trafficking were whatchamacallit, consenting to be trafficked. They were trying to get a thing. They were trying to get into the country. He was helping them smuggle them into the country. They wanted to get into the country.
It wasn't a crime.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was still a crime. It's not a crime I care about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Mexico. Pastor doesn't mind if you come into the country.
Legal doesn't mean right. Fuck you. Like, illegal doesn't mean wrong. Like I don't subscribe to that. But yeah.
I mean, because like, well, bringing
it wasn't like sex human trafficking. Like I kidnapped like 30
that's usually what
girls.
Human trafficking.
That's because the title of the article was like supposed to be wild.
Yeah, it's like you won't believe what happens after you click this link.
Like it's clickbait. It's hey, the Turok guy got arrested for human.
Don't tell me he was actually was he really listed as the Turok?
I don't know, but like
okay.
I remember knowing he was the Turok guy.
Okay,
and he's like got arrested for human trafficking, and I was like, when you actually read the article, it's like, oh.
He was helping smuggle people to the country,
okay.
And then like it's just like you're just remembering from the music. It's like,
hey.
It's funny because like, well, I don't know. People could interpret this in any other way. My friends laugh at it because like, like the main common language with like India and Pakistan and stuff and all that is like Hindi. Because like there's Gujarati, Punjabi, and a bunch of other languages, Bengali. A bunch of other languages and dialects. And since the most common one is Hindi, that's where a lot of people just communicate with. Like, even Gash told me, it's like, yeah, you can go to Gujarat, and, like, even if you're Bengali, if you both know Hindi, then you're kind of good. Because, like, and even then, I think there's only slight differences between each language. And just as a joke, like, I'll be with my friends who are Gujarati and one is Punjabi, and, like, it'll literally just be quiet, and I'm just, like I'll just be waiting for the right moment, and, like, let's say, just, like, to break, like, an awkward moment, and I'm just, like, Aja aja dimi jani ani kitale aja zeni ani ne asumane negale hecha. Oh my god. And like yes, I probably mispronounced like a lot of that, but that's also because I haven't officially heard the song in like such a long time. What the fuck are you doing?
Let me have this.
No. But like with the whole like I don't want to say specifically white people, but even like in general, like I know both of us can relate to it because like we've had like a racist incident with that quote unquote homeless man
Oh.
Remember, he was drunk. And,
Trump's gonna send you guys back to Dominica.
Yeah, you know, that
what?
non-existent country.
Where?
You guys don't even make enough talking to me on paper.
Hey, Patrick, you should especially know about discrimination.
And then he's like, hey, you... Didn't even a burp.
It worked well.
Yeah. Hey, you all these garbage.
After I was telling him, after you drink your coffee, you have half an hour. You need to go. He's like, oh, that's discrimination. You're discriminating against me, Patrick. You especially should know about discrimination. Like, nigga, you walked up to some Indian chicks the other day and said wild racist shit. Get the fuck out.
Get out of here, you fucking Punjabs. And it's like, oh, stop. What's it called? My friends and I were also making fun of... I hate you. Sorry. It's just like that awkward vibe. It's just like, I'm gonna hit you. And then you're holding said item in your hand like a sad dog that like ripped up a fucking stuffed animal, and you're like looking at the floor as if you didn't do anything.
Dog! Saying no, black people are dogs.
No, I said you're like a dog. Just for the specific
scenario. You said I'm up. You said dog.
I didn't say you were. You said you're like a dog. You can
look.
Here we go. Playback. I'm gonna cut in the clip. And then you're holding said item in your hand like a sad dog that like ripped up a fucking stuffed animal, and you're like looking at the floor as if you didn't do anything.
Dog!
There's the clip.
I'm like come in and secretly edit right before you upload to clip it.
And it's just you just black people are dogs. and just for she's thinking, you're like, woof.
This is Walter, not Patrick.
You can tell by my not Patrick voice. For some reason, like your impersonation of me is just robotic.
Because that's what you are.
Beep beep boop. What's it called? I gotta get ready for work. So, do you think that's a good spot? I mean, wait, real quick, because like, what's it called? With the whole like facing this whole racism, like I haven't had much. I just get looks. That's the most I do, and then that white bitch calling my family and I spits. But, I never really faced much shit like that though.
I don't know. I've always
have you ever?
I mean, even as a kid, it would be like, oh, my mom goes to Macy's on 34th Street a lot.
Oh,
and so walking in there, it was like, oh god, it felt.
Every time I walk in, there's like a lot of like employed people that are black.
I mean, it's a very posh place though. And so, okay, like, for example, my mom, like, we need to bring in something big to return or whatnot.
Yeah.
And, the carts, that, not the ones in the store, like, the ones...
Oh, yeah.
And we come in with it, and it's just, like, in my head, it's like, oh, God, this looks so weird. Mind you, I don't care now.
Yeah.
But, like, as a kid, I was like, this looks weird. And, yeah, it's, like, certain really posh places just, like, mildly uncomfortable, because, it's, like, I don't really fit here. And then what happened in Starbucks where, like,
Mm-hmm.
you get the cops called on you for sitting in the store, essentially. And then there's also the whole thing with another thing about the whole gentrification shit.
Yeah.
Basically, because you remember the thing with the guy who had the shower head in his hand in Brooklyn and he got shot?
He did? That was a thing?
Yeah, this was a couple of weeks ago. Basically, mentally ill dude.
White?
Black dude. Mentally ill black dude.
Wow.
Yeah, he was walking around with a shower head or something, or I think he was yelling, might have been swinging around, I don't know. Someone calls the cops. Get shot.
But a shower head is like a very distinct shape.
He got shot. And so basically the whole thing is like, the whole thing with like, where it's like, okay, white people are moving into these black neighborhoods, blah, blah, blah. They're a lot more liable to call the police.
Wow.
They're
literally like taking out the keys to enter their home and shit. Like, hey, they're breaking in! Someone tell the police!
And they're a lot more liable to call the police over like a lot of shit that would be let slide in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
And that could, which could end up impacting the community a lot. Because you saw, like I said, dude got shot.
Yeah.
Like, mind you, like he was out in the streets. He's mentally ill. Swinging around a. He wasn't hitting anyone. He wasn't attacking anyone.
Yeah.
Someone calls the cops.
He gets shot. With it. Yeah.
He gets shot. So, yeah. And so, one thing I've seen is like, if you're really gonna gentrify these neighborhoods, if you're gonna really roll into these neighborhoods like this, calm your shit.
Yeah. It's like
if it doesn't require the police, it's not a life or death situation, don't call the police for every little thing.
But there was a risk.
Oh, there was a loud music playing next door. put on here. Like
it's like you have some old 50 Cent album like playing. It's like bum bum bam dum, and then like sorry, there's loud music, and it's like okay, hey, specific black people in this situation, turn off your music, please. Okay, and they lower it, like thanks, officer, and then like they turn their music. Joshua!
I mean, I could actually see that happening. But yeah, because you're gonna oh, this person's playing loud music, gonna call the police over some little shit, and then you're gonna come, and then some shit might happen.
I mean, could that apply to us too? Like when we have to call the police, or is it because like they're
we're
actually threatening?
I mean,
us?
we call when we call the police, it's when they actually threaten us.
Yeah,
when they actually start like pretending to swing, or actually start swinging, or that's when we call the police. Like when it's necessary. Yeah. We're not calling the police over every little fucking thing.
Because like the higher ups have told me that it's like if they're not listening, you just gotta call the police, and it's like
I mean we've used it as a threat. I feel like I'm like if they're not, that's why we call the non-emergency number too. Yeah, we call the non-emergency. We don't call 911.
No, I remember like I used to call 911 a lot because I didn't know there was a non-emergency, and then like I remember there was one time where like the lady like gave me a whole fucking attitude. She's like, "Call the non-emergency," and then like I was like, "Oh, goddamn fuck." And like, let's say for example, in that situation, like let's say he pulled up a knife right on me. I'm like, oh my god, hi, am I gonna call the non-emergency?
Wait, bitch!
I got stabbed. It's the same lady too. She calls back. Did you call? I was like, bitch, I'm bleeding to death. Call a fucking ambulance. He's still stabbing me. Sir, you have to call the non-emergency. Bitch. But I mean, like we kind of trailed off because like I don't know why there are people that feel the need of having this. Like, I mean, you mostly see it with white people. I think it happened with a black person once towards a Hispanic person, but you mostly see it with Hispanic people or even Asian people where they'll be speaking their language and then someone's like,
excuse me, this is America,
that's
and we speak English.
Yeah, am I talking to you? Am I expecting you to speak Spanish to me?
Or is it because you feel threatened that, oh man, I'm using words you don't understand, even though they're like, it could be a simple conversation. It's like I'll be saying like, oh, no, mami, con estás? It's like, hi mom, how are you? You said something about my mom. It's like, no, I said my mom.
Dumbass,
fucking asshole. And like, for me, it's like, because supposedly like a common thing is like, oh, if you're learning another language, the first thing you should know are curse words. And for me, like when I found out a bunch of slurs, I'm like, oh, so now if I see like, let's say for example, a group of like people who speak Gujarati, and if I know a lot of Gujarati swear words and like hear like, oh, get a chola or something like that, or if someone's like, oh, yo, this fucking Bob Chod over here, and I'm just like, oh, they're talking about me. Mother Chod. But it's like, like for me, like when I learn curses and shit, it's like, we say, like, it's within a group of friends, like, either I'm learning or like, oh shit, I didn't know. Because whenever I talk to Gash and like I ask him, I'm like, hey, I learned this word, or like, hey, there's this song that my friend was describing to me, it was this and that and the third, and then he'll start talking to me about like, oh yeah, it's because like back in India there's this, that, and the third. For example, there's a song like I think called Galian, and it's supposed to mean like something in the streets, or like this dude's trying to find love like in the streets. And he's like, yeah, well actually now in India not anymore, they don't have these types of streets, like this thing, something like this is kind of rare. There used to be like narrow streets and all this, and I'm like, cool, I have a history lesson with Gash. But
yeah, no, but like Americans tend to get, because I've seen posts where people like complain, like they list basically where people was like about PC culture and how everything sucks as a PC, and then it's like,
I feel iffy about that because like,
yeah, I know you do. Fuck you.
No, I mean like even like the jokes that we make, people could say that we're being offensive.
Yeah, we are sometimes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
but it's all for the sake of.
I'm acknowledging.
Yeah.
There's ways to do it.
Yeah,
there's ways to do it with comedy, but I acknowledge that we sometimes.
Man, if I just go to a group of black people and just call them fucking niggas.
Stop!
Oh my god! Put the fucking knife down, I will kill you.
I knew I couldn't trust you anymore. God!
I told you, now that backpack's leaving work, I'm the new backpack now.
Fuck.
Wait, that's a fun work update.
Yeah, but anyway, like I've seen like the post about like where they rant about all the things you can't say. Oh, you can't say this anymore. And it's like, oh, and what you gotta. I hate being in a country where I have to press 1 to get English. Because sometimes the phone prompt is, "Hey, if you want English, press 1."
Yeah.
They hate that there's a Spanish option, basically.
That's so fucking stupid.
I'm like, yo, are you so fucking stupid and lazy?
It's just, oh man, you're making me do a second's worth of work.
I'm sorry that, and then mind you, when you go to other countries, their English settings on like everything.
Yeah, because we have to accommodate
because it's honestly, English is the second most
spoken language
and most widespread.
Yeah,
but at the same time, if I go to Germany, their official language isn't English.
Yeah,
their official language is fucking German.
Yeah, or
I could easily just go to you could easily just go to Germany and go, why are you speaking English here? You're in Germany. Adjust to the fucking country.
There might be someone like that though.
You don't hear about it in other countries.
Yeah,
you really don't.
No, I'm not saying that you're guaranteed to find
I've only heard
there's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but I haven't heard about it. And at the same time, like I said, these other countries accommodate English when it's not their main language.
Yeah, even for example, I remember hearing a lot from these Japanese YouTubers that I follow. They're like, hey, you need at least to know a little bit of Japanese, and then they'll make videos like, here are common phrases that you can use. Even though there are signs that say, hey, look, this is whatever, and then they'll have the kanji or hiragana, katakana, whatever, and right next to it is the English translation. So people won't have to be like, Nani train station, Orawa toilet. it's like oh man, you're trying, but because even then there'll be some Japanese people who'll be like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. It's gonna sound weird, even to say that you want to use the bathroom is toilet. Yeah. So it's like there are some words that can work if you don't know Japanese, and you're like, hey, toilet, where's toilet? And they'll be like, oh, they'll say kochi over there or whatever. And
every time I've been to another country except for Jamaica, it's usually been on an army base, so everything's in English. Yeah, because I have military family. And, I've been to Germany and Korea, but yeah. Oh, look at me, I'm Patrick. I travel the world. I've been to 3 countries. Everyone looking for something. Okay, we're gonna some of them want to use you.
What have I done?
Some of them want to get used.
You're disturbing the people down. Stop stomping your feet!
Some of them want to. Fucking tenants. Go downstairs. Anyway.
I have to cut that out now.
Do I?
I don't want.
Do you?
Yeah. Even though I've been saying you pulled a knife on me and I said I'm going to kill you multiple times. Yeah. Then you actually pulled out a knife on me. Because I joked about saying a racial slur while not actually saying the racial slur.
Kind of almost did, though.
No, boy, you know that we do this at work all the time when I'm like, Nick! And then I'll just stop. Because, why are you stabbing things? Backpack, stop!
I got bored.
Get out. The fuck is this?
Incredible Hulk theme. At the end of the episode, he's leaving to go to another place. And he has to hitchhike. Fuck you.
Okay.
It's 5:25. You gotta get to work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going with you, but...
Are you?
Yeah. I got nothing better to be doing. Fuck.
Okay, whatever.
I'm not working right now. I'm not going to work for another couple hours. But
yeah.
I'm not going in early, but
Okay, whatever.
I'm going to eat some chicken, but...
Okay.
Get it because I'm black.
Oh.
That was the joke. Even though I'm actually going to eat chicken. It's good ass chicken, though.
What the fuck? I was going to make that joke and I'm just like, I'm a gnat.
It's okay. I made it about myself, so we're good. Okay. All right. Bye. End the episode.
So this asshole thing, he's just pressing the fucking space bar.
I ended the episode, the fuck?
Yeah, but we did give social media some shit.
We give social media in every episode, they know by now.
Who listens to the show? We get 2 views every episode.
Hey man, we get 20 views, what?
Have we?
I don't know. I haven't checked it a bit, but 20-something views.
Alright, you know what? We'll do this live on the show. Oh man, my crush messaged me. No, I need to look at my analytics right now.
I'm gonna say her name. No, I don't know her name. I don't know her name. It's okay. I forget what her name is. But...
Oh no, there's an error. Just load.
Because God doesn't love you.
I know, but come on. Stop!
Come on, God, love me.
Just want to look at my fucking views. Come on. There we go. The latest episode has 6 views. It's been almost a week. Also because I didn't promote it at all.
I promoted it.
Once, I think.
I always promote them once.
I do it like 3 times.
Oh, okay. Would you like me to do it more?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
All right, buddy.
Okay, well, what are you on social media?
All right. I'm Diamond Quality Cosplay on Facebook and Instagram.
And she wasn't here today, but Charlotte. She's Charlotte Doodles and Dork Doodles on Instagram. And you can find me almost anywhere on social media at Pink Harvest or Pink Harvest Music. You know what I'm saying? Stop stabbing things! Okay, bye.